Michelle, thanks very much for coming along today. As you know, you've been sent to our service here by your doctor after your heart valve replacement. And I'm just going to do a little bit of an assessment just to see exactly what healthcare needs you've got and then see if there's anything that we can do to hopefully help you to recover. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Cool. Can you tell me first of all what exactly happened and what your health is like and how you ended up here?
I had a valve replacement done in my heart a couple of weeks ago, so maybe 6 weeks ago. Apparently it's a problem that I've had since birth, but I didn't know anything about it until I was pregnant with my third child.
Okay.
And I started feeling very tired and out of breath all the time, and apparently that's what's wrong with me. So after I had the baby, so the baby's only 3 months old, and I had this valve replacement done.
Okay, so you had this done after you had the baby, so it's very, very recent. And before you had the baby, did you have any indication that this was a problem? No symptoms, no nothing?
No idea.
It's just something that they found.
Yep.
when you were pregnant. Okay, and how's your physical health in general? Apart from that aside, have you got any other ongoing health care conditions, health issues?
No, I had a bit of asthma when I was a child, but I kind of grew out of that. I do still have an inhaler, but I don't use it much.
Do you think when last time was that you used your inhaler?
Oh, well, I probably used it when I was pregnant, because when I started feeling short of breath, I thought it was my asthma coming back.
Okay.
And I kind of just put it down to that, so it might not have been used properly.
Okay, so you started using it when you were pregnant. Was that recently with your most recent pregnancy? Yeah, but before that you weren't using it at all?
No.
Okay, so whenever you were pregnant, you were experiencing shortness of breath, and you started reusing your inhaler that you hadn't used for a while.
10 years.
A while. Okay. Anything else physically going on?
No, I don't really do much, to be honest. So
no other healthcare conditions going. That's good. And now, are you on any medication? Do you know?
Oh yeah, I'm on loads of medication.
Right. Okay.
I have no idea.
Okay. So
I'm sure they're not. I'm on this little white tablet. I think it's to make my blood thin or something. I've got to go and get tests done quite regularly just to make sure that my blood levels are okay. I think it's begin with W.
Okay.
Is it?
Is it warfarin maybe?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, and they go and they check my bloods. And I think I'm on something for my blood pressure as well. I don't know if I'm going to be on that long term or whether that's something that might.
It's maybe a short term thing. Okay.
Yeah.
And do you know how often it is you have to take these medications?
Oh, I take them every day.
Okay. Is that once a day or?
Yeah, once a day.
Okay. And now, do you have any symptoms at all, or are these just drugs that you have to take and?
Yeah, I mean, I still don't feel great, to be honest. I mean, I've got a lot of pain. I've got a lot of pain in my wound, and I still feel a wee bit short of breath, when I'm walking upstairs and things like that.
Okay, and do you live in a house with stairs?
Yeah, I live in a flat, so I'm on the third floor, and I've got the baby, and I've got my 3-year-old, and I've got a 5-year-old, and sometimes getting up the stairs can be quite difficult. So I've not been going out much, to be honest.
Okay, so you've got your hands full then. Have you got a lift in your flat at all, or no? So it's just you basically the stairs or nothing else.
Yeah.
Okay. So what's life like at home then? Do you live yourself? Do you live with anybody else?
Yeah, it's just me. I kicked my boyfriend out a while ago.
Okay.
It wasn't very nice. So it's just me and the 3 kids in the house.
Okay.
There's just 2 bedrooms, so it's a bit of a squash, to be honest.
Okay. So where's the where's the youngest one sleeping?
She's still in my room.
Still with you, yeah. And the 2.
They've got their own room. 2 boys are in together.
Okay. So you were living with your partner and you had these 3 kids. When did that end? Is that a recent thing or is that a lot?
Oh yeah, that was during this pregnancy.
Right. Okay.
So a lot's happened in the past 6 months.
Yes, you've had a fairly busy 6 months then. So you've had a breakup, you've had a diagnosed heart condition, you've had a baby, and then you've had heart surgery.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, that's enough.
I mean, to be honest, if it wasn't for my mum, there's no way I'd have managed. She actually came and lived with us for a wee while.
Right, okay.
She ended up sleeping on the sofa, which wasn't great for her, but
No.
I didn't have anyone else around to help.
Does your mum live close by to you, or?
No, she lives about 3 miles away.
Right, okay. And do you see her regularly, or?
Yeah, she comes over quite a lot to help me out.
Right.
Although she does work part-time, so, she can only come round her shifts.
And is she physically quite well and able to move around, or does she struggle to come down the stairs as well? Or?
She's fairly well. I mean, she smokes about 40 cigarettes a day, but apart from that, she's always got this cough. But she's fine.
Apart from
she's
that?
Fine, yeah.
Okay. What about yourself? Are you a smoker at all?
Oh, no, I stopped smoking when I had my first child. So I decided that I wasn't smoking when I was pregnant. So I've not touched it since then.
Oh, that's good. And that's 5-6 years going on now.
Yeah, I mean, I need to look after the kids. I mean, I've got to look after them.
Yeah, no, that's good. And so how many cigarettes were you smoking a day? Do you know before and for how long?
Maybe about 20 a day, but to be honest, I smoked roll-ups most of the time, so it's probably pretty strong stuff.
And did you mix it with anything at all? Any cannabis or anything?
I suppose we probably did, but not a lot.
It wasn't like a regular type. Okay. Just to make sure that we've covered everything in terms of that. Then just now, you're not smoking, obviously. Are you drinking alcohol at all?
Oh well, I do like to have a wee glass of wine every now and again, but it's difficult when you've got 3 kids.
Yeah.
I mean, I sometimes need a drink on a Friday night because I'm just so exhausted. So, I mean, I can drink, a few glasses, but I'm on my own, so I wouldn't drink too much again.
Yeah. And so that's just on your own on a Friday. Are you going out at all, or are you?
No, I don't go out.
I guess it's quite difficult whenever you've got you and the 3 kids. Yeah. And
occasionally pals will come over, like a pal will come over on a Friday night and we'll sit and have a chat.
Okay, that's good. Is it just one friend that you've got and you and her kind of hang out together,
I've
or?
got a couple of friends. One of them I'm not speaking to just now. We had a bit of a falling out. But
Okay, what happened?
I don't know. She said something to me about kicking my boyfriend out, and
Was she not happy with that?
No, but then it was my choice. It was up to me.
Mm-hmm.
So I've got one pal who comes round quite a lot.
Okay.
We see each other.
Has she got kids as well? Or?
Yeah, she's got kids, but she's got a man in her house, so she can get out. I can't.
Yeah. What age are her kids?
Oh.
Like
Kind of ages with mine, maybe 4 and 2.
And do you and her spend time together with yourself, or spend time with the kids, or?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes we'll meet up with the kids, but I mean, as I say, the past 6 months have been so difficult that I've not been out much, to be honest. And the house is too small to have people over with kids.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? There's not enough room.
Yeah.
Fortunately, the school's quite nearby in the nursery, so I can get the other 2 out.
That's good. So is your oldest one at school now?
Yeah, he's 5.
Right, okay. I bet it feels like not long since he was tiny and now he's at school.
I know, it goes so quickly.
I know. It's crazy how fast it goes. Okay, so you've got your friend that you see on a weekly basis, say something like that.
Yeah, every week or second week she'll come over.
Okay, cool.
Just make sure I'm alright.
Okay, great. And just when you're saying, I mean, I go about the fact that it's hard to get out, and by the end of a Friday night you're exhausted, etc., etc. What's your sleep like at the moment? And what's it been like over the past, say, 6 months?
Well, I mean, it's not great. I mean, when I had the heart problems at first, I wasn't sleeping because obviously I was pregnant. I was so worried about what was going to happen to the baby, and was I going to be okay, and was the baby going to be okay? And then, well, you don't get much sleep with a baby anyway. Let's face it. So, I mean, she's not bad. She'll sleep maybe 5-6 hours at a time, but I do sometimes lie awake worrying. You get health problems and you get wee ones. You're by yourself. It's a bit of a worry.
Yeah. What about the big 2? Do they sleep at all?
They're reasonable. They just jump in bed together and they'll go to sleep. Yeah, they're good at sleeping.
And they'll
They get up early sometimes, but I just put them in front of the TV, to be honest.
Yeah, because they're up early and you've maybe been up during the night with the baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you've got does still need your hands full there, the 3 of them. Go back further than that. Have you always been quite a good sleeper, a light sleeper?
No, I've never been a good sleeper.
Right, okay.
I've been a good sleeper.
What's your kind of normal
Oh well,
sleep
before I
pattern?
had the kids, I'd go to bed at like 1 in the morning and wake up at 10 the next day. You know what I mean? I didn't go to bed early, but then I was a bit of a partier before I had the kids, to be honest.
Right, okay. So what age were you when you had your first?
Oh, 23.
Right, okay. So quite young.
Yeah.
Yeah, and before that you were kind of, you and your friends.
I'd be out partying all the time and drinking too much, and I mean the kids straightened me out a little bit.
Right,
To be
okay.
honest.
Okay, so your life pretty much changed whenever they came along,
Aye.
as it does with a lot of parents, to be honest. Yeah, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Guess that's a good overview of where things are in terms of the family and things. Obviously at the moment you've got your little one. So is it he or she?
She.
So she'll be keeping your hands full during the day. Before she was around, what was your kind of daily routine like? What did you do during the day?
Oh, it's hard to remember, to be honest. I might take the kids down to the park, go and meet a pal at the soft play or something, or if they had something on at the local community hall. It's a bit expensive going to soft play all the time, so if they had something on at the community hall or something, I'd go down there. Or they had some of the churches round about had wee toddler groups, so we would go out to them. So I would try and get out with the kids, because sleeping in the house with 2 boys, it's a nightmare.
Yeah.
So I would try and get out, but since the wee one's been born, it's been much harder. My mum will quite often take the other 2 to school and nursery and just let me stay in the house.
Look after the baby. Yeah, that makes sense. Did you work at all when the kids were little or before that?
I mean, I had a part-time job in Tesco before I had the kids, but no, I've not worked since then. I didn't want to work more than 16 hours, to keep my benefits and things.
Yeah. So are you planning on going back up to 16 hours at some point? Is that something you're interested in? Or?
Oh, it just seems awful hard, to be honest. I don't know how I would manage it. It'd have to be during school hours, and I don't know how you'd get a job. I mean, I'd have to wait till the wee one's at school, and then trying to get a job during school hours is going to be hard.
Right, okay, yeah. So you maybe look at that as time goes on in sort of years to come. Okay, and obviously, you get your hands full during the day, absolutely. Whenever the kids are in bed and they're asleep, how do you fill your time then?
I just watch the TV. I just put Netflix on, see whatever's on.
Yeah.
Just sit and watch Netflix.
So by that point in the day, you're
I'm exhausted.
Pretty tired, and so that's the kind of routine during the week. What about, and then you obviously said about Friday, what about Saturday and Sunday? What are they like for you when the kids are in the school / nursery?
Well, I mean, the 5-year-old and the 3-year-old sometimes go to their dads at the weekends, so he'll sometimes take them, which gives me a wee bit of a break. And my mum quite often comes down at the weekends, so we might be able to get out to the shops or something if my mum comes over. She's got a car. So that helps.
Do you drive yourself?
No, I don't drive. And it's a nightmare here trying to get a bus anywhere. If I don't turn up, you've got to get 3 buses to get anywhere. So my mum will maybe take me to the shops, and or she'll look after the kids and let me go out to the shops.
Right, okay. So does she take you sort of around Tesco then?
Aye, she'll take me to Tesco, so she'll take me up to the shopping bit up at Port Glasgow. It's got Next and places like that. I can have a wee look.
Okay, and then do you kind of do your sort of food shopping sort of weekly or daily or?
I do most of it when I've got my mum in the car.
Okay.
So I'll maybe go to Aldi's and do most of my shopping there. Pick a few things up at the corner shop if I need something else.
So what would a normal day's sort of meal routine look like for you?
For me?
Yeah. Obviously you'll be thinking about the kids as well, but for you, what would a normal kind of routine look like?
Well, I'd probably have like toast. I mostly have toast in the morning, like toast and jam or peanut butter or something. And then sometimes I forget to eat in the middle of the day. I'm just so busy, but I'd probably grab something for lunch. I don't know, maybe I keep some like frozen chips, like microwave chips. I maybe have something like that at lunchtime. And then we'll maybe have pizzas, I don't know, chicken nuggets, something the kids will eat at night. I basically eat whatever they eat, because they're a wee bit fussy, so it's usually something out the freezer.
Yeah, so just eat whatever they're eating to make it.
And then I'll have a big bag of crisps at night when I'm watching the TV.
Is that right? Is that
I quite like a Coke as well. I'll drink quite a lot of Coke.
Okay. Roughly how many cans a day, any idea?
Oh, well, it depends. Sometimes I can't afford it. Sometimes I have to go with cola, to be honest. But I might drink a bottle a day, like a 2 litre bottle a day.
Okay. And tea and coffee? Any kind of?
Yeah, I'll drink. I mean, I'll have tea to wake me up in the morning.
Mhm.
Probably a couple of cups of tea during the day. But again, it's hard to have a hot cup of tea when you get a baby. You
Yeah,
put it down, it goes cold.
yeah, and you forget about it as well, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it sort of sits there and fades into the background. Okay. What about your mental health? What about things like is there any things you worry about? Is there anything that makes you stressed, makes you anxious, or anything that gets you down?
Oh, I mean, just now there's just so much that I worry about. I mean, I
Mhm.
think being unwell during my pregnancy, I said that it kept me awake at night because I was so worried about something happening to me and leaving the boys and what would happen to the baby. But all this just now with bills going up and food prices going up, it's a lot when you've not got a lot of money coming in. So I do worry about money, and I worry about where I'm going to get the boys' school shoes from, and there's quite a good wee thing going on at the school where they'll give you second-hand uniforms, so that's quite good.
That's good.
So I've picked up a few bits and pieces there, and like, I tend to get most of the clothes from Primark, but I sometimes use the charity shops as well. But money's a big worry, and I still worry about my health. You know, I've got a scar that goes right down here, and
So
I'm on this medication, and I don't really understand it all, to be honest.
Okay. It's quite a big scar then. Does it bother you?
Oh, I mean, it's alright just now during the winter because I've got my big jumper on, but I don't know how I'll feel during the summer when it's warmer because it's quite lumpy. Okay. To be honest.
And this is something you knew as well, obviously. So something happened in the past few months, so you've not really, had to think about it in spring, summer months at all yet. Right. Okay. So a little bit worry about your health, a little bit worry about money.
And to be honest, I worry the flat that I stay in, it's a bit damp, and with electricity and gas bills going up, and I'm worried I might not be able to heat it properly. I've spoken to the council, but they don't seem to be that bothered about the house. It's not a nice close either. It's a bit dirty, but I don't really. I used to get out and clean it and give it a good bleach and things, but I've not been well enough to do that, so it's not the nicest area, to be honest. It's not great for my kids growing up here. There's a bit of land over there that's just derelict, and all the teenagers hang out there and drink and things like that. I mean, I probably did it when I was a teenager, to be fair, but it's different now. I've got my own kids.
And so in your close itself, what are your neighbours like? Are they decent, or are they?
Oh, well, there's a guy downstairs. I'm sure that he takes drugs and things. There's always people coming and going from down there, and it's alright because I'm up the top floor, so nobody passes my door. But sometimes when you're walking out, you see people and they aren't particularly nice, and they're just hanging out in the close area.
Okay.
But a nice wee neighbour downstairs, Jean. She looks in on me, and if she's going to the shop, she'll see if I want anything. I mean, she doesn't keep in good health herself, to be fair, but she's.
Is she elderly, or is she?
Aye, she's probably, I don't know, in her 60s or 70s, but she's nice. She'll make sure the kids are okay, and she'll give them a wee chocolate biscuit if they're going past.
Yeah, well, that's good. Okay, cool. So bit of a mixed bag there when it comes to your neighbours. Okay, I think we've covered everything there. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.
Great, thank you.